here's my idea for today. I have got a very strange sweatshirt thing that I bought online because I work from home a lot, and I thought, oh, this will be a super cozy, this will be a super cozy sweatshirt for like when I'm writing and stuff. But it's just very, you know, those things, they always look better online than they do in person. Let's get you a better shot here. There's my whole, it's just so huge. I just don't think I'm gonna wear it. So my idea was I should see if I can turn it into something that I like better. The only thing that I could like really think to do with it is to turn it into a skirt. Let's see if this helps get a better vantage point. Does that work? Okay, so my idea was it's so wide it could just about be turned into kind of a cozy skirt. I have a skirt that is roughly the same size I want it to be. Let me see if I can find some chalk. Let me kind of roughly chalk out where I want the lines to be. Okay. Might be a little hard to sew around these beads. It's gonna leave yellow chalk on my black skirt, but oh well, we'll live if we don't die, as my mom always says. Okay, so there, now we have the outline of my skirt. Actually, this might be even way easier than I thought it was kind of going to be. Alright, so here is the sweatshirt with the seams ripped. It really does not look that much different. But there really isn't enough fabric to fold over and make a waistband that way without making it significantly shorter. So what I think I'm going to do is, the arms have like a band on them. It's kind of, they're kind of ironed funny. But what I think I'm going to do is just completely snip off the bands, because there's one on each side, and I think together they'll be long enough to make a waistband. And then you can also see that some of these places I need to cut have these beads kind of in the way. So let me see if I can set this on my lap and still show you what I'm going to do. So if I just pull really hard, they come off. Here's my seam ripper. So right here, where it's tacked down, and then I'm just going to chop off the entire band. Alright, now hang on for half a second while I do that on the other sleeve. So I have these two sleeve bands here, and I'm just going to seam rip right here to make them into long strips. They pretty much fit halfway around my waist, so together they'll be about perfect for a waistband for me. Hopefully I won't cut my rug in the middle of cutting it, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to yank off any of these beads that are really close to the yellow lines I drew. And then I'm just going to cut where I drew the yellow lines only maybe half an inch out or something to make some seam allowance. Yeah, I don't want to lose those little things, so I'm just going to stick them in a teacup. Just gonna, oh, hey, missed that bead. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that aside for now so I don't accidentally cut my rug. So first thing I'm going to do is take these, I'm going to sew up one end of it, serge it together to make one long strip, and then I'm going to iron it. This is really hard to do one-handed while trying to film. Alright, I have pinned the right sides together on each side of the skirt, and then it's just pinned along here, and then near the bottom it's already sewed. And I could use my mom's serger, but I think I'm just going to use my Pretty Blue sewing machine, and I'm just going to set it, ooh, come on, focus. I'm just going to set it to a zigzag stitch so that it will still stretch, since this is a stretchy fabric. So I don't really want to film one-handed, and I don't really know how to do this yet, so I think I'm just gonna turn the camera off and just sew up each side and then check back in. Obviously I still need to iron the seams. Well, I guess you probably can't really see, but I obviously still need to iron the seams, but this is what the skirt is currently looking like. Here's the band that I made from the sleeves. So I'm just going to line this seam up with the side seam here, and it's obviously a little bit long, but I'm just going to pin it right where I should sew it. I'm going to sew it right here, and then I'm going to maybe put a bit of elastic in here and sew it back on. Alright, this is elastic that looks about relatively the same size as this band. I've sewed the band on, as you can see, leaving a little spot to thread elastic through, and the serger just barely, oops, let me zoom in. Look at that spool hanging up there by a thread, literally. So there's just a tiny bit of thread left on there, but it should be enough to sew up this little extra part once I thread the elastic through. I have the ends together, and I'm just going to pull it and pull the elastic until I feel like it's a good fit for my waist. And then I'm just going to pin it there. Pin it right there and sew it. Okay, I'm just going to go back to the sewing room, to my mom's sewing room, and sew up that last little bit of the band, and then iron it. And then I will be back and give you a full try on. Alright, thank you for watching my video. I'm sorry, in that twirly outdoor reveal shot, my shirt was not tucked in the back, which whatever. I couldn't find anyone to film me for that part because my whole family is taking a Sunday afternoon nap right now. And the other thing I wanted to quickly mention was that there are only beads on the front of this skirt, not on the back. So if you were imagining poor me having to sit on those really rough beads, I can assure you they're only on the front. And then the last thing I wanted to say is I have a new camera, and thus I really want to do more YouTube videos. So if you want to help me out by subscribing, that'd be really useful. And if you're watching this on my blog, I don't really know exactly how to tell you to go subscribe, but I'll write in the blog post exactly how you can subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers right now, so if you could contribute to that, that'd be great. And once I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll probably, I don't know, do a giveaway or something fun. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.